What's happened to Tiger, David?
Here's a very good question. I wish I were more qualified to answer. I feel about as qualified as I did when he came on tour. I was hired because I'd played golf at the highest level, and I knew what the best in the world could do from any given situation. I could make a prediction as to what might happen. And now, then I got Tiger Woods, and I felt completely unqualified because I'd never seen anything like that before.
Right.
And I think that maybe it's got something to do with his imagination. From my own standpoint, I'm cursed with a really vivid imagination, and it works both ways. It does. I mean, when you start to imagine things going wrong, boy, they really do. And whenever a player, and any player, gets to that point in his career where his anxiety becomes more precious to him than anything else, well, then this is the sort of thing that can happen. When you can't let go of it, when he was playing at his best, that anxiety didn't even exist. He went right ahead, and just like the Nike ad, he just did it. And if I ask you to put your right hand in the air, and you do it, and then I ask you to try to put your right hand in the air, you'll do it. It's the same thing. It's the same thing, but right now he's trying, and it's not the same thing for him because, he's worried about the result as opposed to the actual act of doing it.
And the issue is also, David, obviously when he was first starting and playing like the meteor that he was longer than everybody else. They had to Tigerize the course in Augusta. And now players younger than him are hitting it further than him. And even if he had to rely on that legendary diamond in the rough brain of his in between the temples, now, as you point out, that seems to be at issue on top of it. And how do you fix that, David?
How do you fix it? I mean, the most extraordinary thing, one of the most extraordinary things about him when he was at his best, Rich, was his ability to fix himself real time on the golf course. He'd have a couple of really bad holes. He'd get mad with himself, and somehow or other, he'd managed to, tune that engine back up. And he had some of the most remarkable recoveries on the golf course that, he had all of the most remarkable recoveries I'll ever see. I look at him now, and I think, he's in good shape. He's in fantastic shape. He's healthy. All that he's got to do, and he's so stubborn and so strong-willed that there's a big part of me that thinks, well, all he's got to fix is his head. And people have forgotten what happens when he plays well. He almost played well back at the Masters. There were a few flashes there of that brilliance, but still interspersed with this erratic, this game that's kind of pounced on him. So I don't know. I'm absolutely not positive that he's gone. That's for sure. And a lot of people seem to be. They think, well, that's the end of him. We've got Jordan Spieth and Rory McIlroy. I'll tell you something. If Tiger Woods plays well again, nobody else wins. I was there. I saw it. For 10 or 12 years, from 1997, he came on and won the Masters by 12 as a 21-year-old. And until about 2008 or 2009, whenever it was, that it was unlike anything. My children will not see the like of it. Their children will likely not see anything like it in their lifetimes. People have forgotten he won a U.S. Open by 15 shots. The last time anybody won a major championship by 15 shots, it was old Tom Morris in the 1860 British Open, playing with a badger's testicles stuffed with seagull feathers. And that's the truth.
The Rich Eisen Show, weekdays at noon Eastern. On Audience.